Hi, this is Samanja and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to input values from the keyboard into a program. So this is a Java program that does nothing, and we're going to input value from the keyboard into the program. In order to input value from the keyboard to the program, we have to import something called a scanner class. So this is the scanner class that we have imported from java.util package. And in Java, we have to create an object of the scanner class. In here, we have to create an object of the scanner class. Now, and we have to store the object in a variable. Store the object in a variable. Let me show it to you. In order to do this, we have to scanner input equals to new scanner system dot in. So this is how we create an object of the scanner class, and we're going to store this object in input variable. This is the variable. Now we can call, since this is a variable, we can call it whatever we want. It can be input 1, 2, 3. It can be input spider monkey. It could be anything because this is a variable. We can call variable anything. Usually variables should have a name that is easier for other programmers to read. So if you're working in a group project, you want other programmers to understand what you're talking about. But in here, let's just call it spider monkey. Okay, so let's input the 8 primitive data types of Java. What are the 8 primitive data types in Java? What are the 8 primitive data types? Yes, we have 8 primitive data types: integer, character, short, long, string, boolean, and string double, float. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And what else do we have? Long. Okay, so let's have, oh, I already put long. You know, what else do we have? Byte. Let's input a byte value into this program, okay? System out print line, enter a byte value. Let's see what it looks like, okay? Uh, this is how we enter a value. Byte value equals to spider monkey. 1 second. Dot next byte. So this is how we input a value from the keyboard to the program. This is a variable. It can be called anything we want, and we want to input this variable into this variable that is storing the object of the scanner class. Anyways, it's actually pretty simple. Once you get used to it, it will be like a breeze. You can code this with your eyes closed. So let's print out the byte value plus value 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, enter a byte value 32. The byte value is 32. Enter a byte value. 129. We get an error. Why is this? Because a byte value is 8 bits, 8 bits, and it starts at 1 minus 128 to 127. It can be any number between negative 128 to positive 127. When I entered 129, it was out of range. So if you want to input a value, you between negative 128 to 127, you can use a byte. Now let's input short value, okay? Short. And we can't call it next byte. Okay, it has to be next dot next short. You see all the built-in methods show up on the side. Okay, so the short value is, let's print this. Enter, oh, we're still calling it byte. No, let's call it short. Let's do things properly. Okay. Enter a short value, 300. Okay, so 300 is okay. Now a short value, let's enter, it's going to be out of range. Again, a short value is another primitive data type, and it is 16 bits, and it can be any value between 32768 to 32767. It is 16 bits. It has to be any value between negative 32,768 to positive 32,767. So let's enter an integer. Okay, the integer is what is going to be used the most often, I think. Integer and double. Call it int spider monkey again dot next int. Okay, so the integer value is 200. Okay, let's enter 2000. Okay, now let's enter uh okay, these are not integer values. Okay, first of all, I put characters in there. Integer is any value, integer data type has to be any values 32 bits and has to be any value between negative 2 million, no, not 2 million, 2 billion, to 147,483,648. To, you don't have to remember these numbers, but I'm just showing it to you. What is the range of these data types? Because then you would understand which data type to use to input values, depending on the kind of value you're entering, right? So if you have a bank account number, it could be an integer. If you have, if you want someone's age, okay, you can just use a byte or a short. So this is integer. Now let's enter a double value. Double is going to be used so often, it's crazy. Okay, double value and dot next double. The double value is, okay, so double is any value with a decimal point in it. Okay, so 23.29. The double value is 23.29. Okay, 48.1234567. This is still. So a double value and a float value is almost similar. Uh, let's just let's do something different. Let's enter a Boolean value. Boolean value. Okay, so Boolean spider monkey dot next Boolean. Okay, and now this is going to be used so often. we're going to use Boolean for a lot of things. Enter a Boolean value. A Boolean value can either be true or false. So false. That's it. There are only two Boolean values. If I enter my name here, it's error because a Boolean value can either be true or false. Okay, now let's enter a string. Let's enter a string value. Okay, so string value 1234 dot next line. Okay, this is a little different. Instead of using next string as you might be expecting, we have to use something called a next line. I don't know. The creator of Java did this. I have no idea why they did this. Okay, so let's enter a string value. I'll definitely enter my name. This is my maiden name. Okay. Okay, let's enter. I'll enter my married name. Okay, so a string value is a sentence. It can be a character, but it can be a big sentence with everything. Okay, it can, let's see, let's put question mark, explanation. It is just a string that takes on everything you enter. It can even be numbers, but they won't be read as numbers. You cannot do calculations putting in a string value. You have to convert this string to integer, and that is, I'll cover that in a different video. But a string is just, it's going to be treated as a sentence. You can enter numbers for a string value, but this will be treated as a sentence. Okay, now let's enter a character value. This is tricky. Let's enter a char value. Now, in order to enter a char value, we have to do something else in here. And again, I don't know why they did this. It's the creators of Java, they know. Okay, char at 0. Okay, and now let's print this. Okay. Okay, C. The char value is C. Let's put a space in here. This doesn't look okay. Let's enter A. A. Now can I put a number in there? Yes, because the number isn't being treated as a number. It is being treated as a character. Okay. Can I put exclamation here? Yes. So you see, this is how we enter numbers, our input, not numbers, string, character, everything, input from our keyboard into a program. Now let's work on a real program. Just for fun, let's work on something serious. And this will make you feel like, let's not call this a variable spider monkey, let's call it input. And like I said, if you have team members, they want the variable name. You want your variable names to be as relatable as possible to whatever it is that you're naming. So let's call it input. Okay, and let's call it banking input. Banking input, because we're going to create a real life banking application in here. This is a bank loan application, and we're asking our customer to enter their information to our system. Okay, please enter your name. And so the name is an entire sentence. Okay, so it has to be a string. String name equals to input or banking input. Banking input dot next line. Okay, so system out print line. Let's ask for the customer's age. Please enter your age. Now, if you remember, I want to put byte. Usually people put integer, but in here, remember, a byte can be any number between 1 Negative 128 to positive 127. Let's put byte in here. Byte age equals to banking input dot next byte. Okay, now let's ask for the account number. Please enter account number. Now, an integer would work because it's a lot of integer would work in here. Let's put integer account number equals to banking input dot next integer. Now, what else can we ask from our customer? So, and how do we make their experience, user experience more friendly? We'll cover all that. I'll cover all that later. Right now, what else can we ask from the account number? Oh, this is a loan application. So enter your balance. Okay, and let's see. To enter the balance, let's put double. Okay, double balance equals to banking input dot next double. Now, what else can we put? Let's ask for their initials. They have to put the initial of their first name. Please enter the initial of your first name. Okay, so this has to be character. I initials equals to banking input dot next dot 0. You won't be entering. In my programming career, I did not, and I do not ever remember using character value to input, ever using this. But this is how you do it if you ever need to use this. Ever entering character values with the ever using scanner to enter. I don't know why. I never got something like this. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a very good banking loan application. What else do people ask when they're taking a loan? Um, okay, I think this is okay. So let us print out whatever the user. Okay, let us print out whatever the user would enter. System out print line name plus name. This is how you print. You put the name of the variable and you concatenate it with a plus. Okay, system out print line age plus age. System out print line account number. 1 second. Account number account number system balance. Okay, balance and print line initials plus initials. Okay, let's see if this banking application prints all this out. Please enter your name, Samantha. Enter your age. I don't know, 10. Enter your account number. Okay, an account number. I'll put this balance. I don't know. I have $100. Initial of your first name is S. Okay. Look, it printed out name, age, balance, and account number. So you understand how to, I hope you understand how to input values from a keyboard into a program and make it work, make all the values work. Uh, Eventually, I'll also teach how to do things with the value, calculations, and how to work with the values. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you.